Hey y'all, how's it going? I am on my way to Salem. My mother lives. Her birthday is next week. So I'm going to go down and say hi to her. And figured I'd take you guys along for the ride. Because right now, I am riding up Bald Peak Road, which is a pretty famous road in Oregon. It's kind of like Oregon's Little Mulholland, kind of. Well, lots of good corners. I pissed that lady's dog off. That's alright. Poor dog didn't like me stopping in his yard. So anyways, I just thought I'd bring you along here really quick, and I'm not going to make a whole video all the way to Salem, but I was a little nervous taking off this morning because it's kind of cloudy. I hope it doesn't rain. But my mom said it was a little bit nicer down where she was at, so I took the chance and decided to go ahead and ride. Now, this is the first time I've actually ridden Bald Peak, and I'm noticing there's a lot of crap in the road. Don't want to go too crazy on it. I am wearing all my gear. I actually have my shoulder pants, or my pants on, I have my gloves on, I got my jacket on. So I'm all ready to slide. I don't want to slide though, so that's not the goal. But I thought you guys might like to see this road, because I'm going to have to practice it a little bit and come up here when I can actually ride it. It's got a lot of solid corners. It's not an 80-mile-an-hour road. This is a 40-mile-an-hour road on a motorcycle. I don't know what it is on a car. Ooh. I could have been a little more careful on that corner. And my bike is working hard to get up this hill. This road is actually Bald Peak Road. It's going to drop down onto Highway 219, which is between Hillsboro and Newburgh, and that's a good, solid road to ride too. I've never ridden this road on a motorcycle, like I told you a second ago, but I have driven it in a car. And actually, my very first car accident as a licensed driver, and my very first car, I crashed on Bald Peak Road, and it was a one-car crash. It was dark at night. It was late at night and dark, and I was just going a little bit too fast for the road. The speed limit on the road is 55, and I was going about 55 or 60, but it was in an old two-wheel drive Mazda pickup truck, which it's not exactly, look at that, isn't that pretty? Woo, stay on the road. Look at all this. Look at that, gorgeous. All right, get back on the road here. Those of you that know about a pickup truck, Mazda pickup truck, it's like a little Ford Ranger, right? It was just a stripped down basic model, vinyl seats, vinyl floors, stick shift. Nothing great about it. Didn't even have ABS. If it did, it wasn't working this night. I'll show you the spot up here. We just passed the state park, and I had come past the state park, and there was this older adult couple that they were honeymooning or something. Oh no, it was their anniversary. They had taken their honeymoon in the area, and then they were coming back for their anniversary. And so they were going stupid slow. They were going probably 20 miles an hour. R6. And I got the bright idea to pass them because they were just going too slow. I had followed them all down this point. You can see I'm doing 55 all the way through here on my bike. A little bit easier to do on a motorcycle. I'm gonna get behind a car. Oh well. Anyways, I had followed him all the way down here, and I was just getting more and more impatient. And you know, that's never a good place to be in a car, is impatient. But anyways, I passed him on a double yellow line, came up over the top of a hill, and the road had turned, and I wasn't ready for it. The road went straight up the hill, and then it turned on the other side of the hill, and I went hauling up this hill at 55 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour, when I really should have been slowing down and getting prepared to turn to the right sharply, and I didn't. So I landed between the two roads in kind of the median ditch area, and ended up flipping my truck on its side. See if I can get up here and find the spot. I know where it is. I always get up here and I'm like, gee, it wasn't that far. It's getting bright up here. I gotta put my sunglasses back on. It was all cloudy, full cloud cover when I left the house. Alright, so here's the spot right here. This is where I passed him. Say that car right there is the, see, and there's that sign. I totally missed that. So I, at dark, came up this hill like this and went whoop right there and crashed. And I flipped my truck right here into this ditch. And I went between those two roads. There was actually a cross there from a guy on a motorcycle that had taken the same corner, done the exact same thing I did, wasn't prepared for the corner, and he came up, hit that middle section. He launched over the top, and I believe he died in the accident. But so when I crashed there, I took out the memorial cross that was put right there on that corner. I hit that. So that's my first car accident. Not a joyous experience, and I can tell you what, I definitely respect this road quite a bit. This is not a road to be screwing around on. As you might have been able to see, there's some good drop-offs on the sides. Gorgeous road. A lot of people like to ride it, but not a road to be screwing around on. This is Highway 219. It goes all the way into the bottom side of Newburgh, and I know this road a lot better, so I can take it a little bit faster, but I enjoy riding this road. But then again, there's always cars on it because it is well, it's a major thoroughfare, so to speak. See, that was good because I was looking right where I wanted to go, right? That's what you're supposed to do. Look where you want to go and then push on the inside bar. Well, easier said than done. I'm like, ah! Oh, a smart car! Oh no! Oh wait, oh, I'm fine. Okay. It's hard not to get target fixated. I really struggle with that. And it's on my mind 100% of the time when I'm riding. Like, I see something like this gravel in the road and stuff, you know, you see it, and I'm like, oh, crap, there's gravel in the road, I gotta slow down. Well, what happens if you slam on the brakes or downshift really strong? You upset the bike suspension, right? And it's not settled. Like, if you go over that gravel and stuff with your bike settled, even if you do slip, you're likely to regain control of the bike and keep going. But if you slam on your brakes, you load the front, you gas it really hard, you load the back, you downshift and load the front, you know, it's just that back and forth motion, right? Like downshift, you go woo like that, Then when you hit the gas, you're like, ah, right? So, you know, if you do that upset, you're likely to lose traction. You know what? I'm not gonna take Bald Peak. I'm gonna follow this guy up the hill. See if I can follow him. I don't know what kind of bike he's got. Uh-oh, he's faster than me by a lot. Yep, he's definitely faster. And I'm not gonna try to keep up with him. Anyway, newbies. I think it's important not to try to keep up with somebody like this. Yeah, this is a good example. You know, I'm riding with somebody. I don't even know this guy. He doesn't know I'm trying to keep up with him. But, or girl. Could be a girl. You know, I oftentimes put certain limits on myself as far as, ooh, little target fixation right there. Came around the corner, saw that truck and stood it up. I put expectations on myself, right? Like, oh, I should be able to keep up with this guy, you know, or a buddy of mine, or, you know, anybody, right? And maybe that's not a smart move. Maybe you need to slow down a little bit, learn some technique, practice some technique a little bit more before you try to be taking these corners faster. And you know what? Smoothness is fast, I learned. Just because you weren't at, you know, 9,000 RPM on your way out and out of the corner, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean it wasn't a fast corner. Then again, who needs to be fast on the street, right? Everybody's goal, every motorcyclist's goal is to get better at riding. I mean, apart from having fun and getting out and seeing scenery and stuff, or, you know, going to a certain place, or whatever your purpose is for riding a motorcycle, everybody wants to get better. I constantly push myself to get better. I want to learn. I want to get better at what I'm doing. And see, I can't even see the line right there. I don't know. Oh, there it is. All right, we're good. I want to push myself all the time. I want to get better at riding. I don't want to stay stagnant. I don't want to be a horrible rider. But on the same hand, I want to be safe, right? So I don't want to be doing stuff that I'm totally not comfortable with. And that's what kind of happens when you ride with somebody. You're trying to keep up with somebody. This guy's gone. You know, you put an expectation on yourself to try to keep up with a guy, or, you know, oh man, I really ought to be able to keep up with this guy, you know. And realistically, maybe that's not the best idea. Maybe you need to be going slower. You know, just because he hauled into the corner doesn't mean you can haul into the corner. And I found that out myself. I went riding with a bunch of buddies from work, and you know, they were all faster than me, all of them, every single one of them. And one guy was running a KTM 1300 Super Duke, and I'm on a 650. Okay, there, I should not even be attempting to keep up with him, because he is going to be much faster than me regardless of what I do. I could be riding the best of my life, and that bike is generally, unless he's a horrible rider, generally that bike's going to be faster than me. So to each their own. I mean, if you never push yourself, you're never going to get better. But at the same hand, be careful how much you push yourself, because that's when accidents happen, right? You want to take it slow and learn it out. Hope you guys like this curvy road. I noticed in my last videos my head moves a lot, so I'm making a conscious effort to hold my head still, but it's hard to not look at my mirrors and my gauges and stuff. I hope you guys like my first couple of videos. I know they're not amazing. This is my first attempt at a moto vlog kind of deal. I'm slowly getting subscribers. Got a couple more last night. Thank you guys for coming on. And yeah, so I'll do my best to keep updating this week. Because I started the new channel, I've updated 3 or 4. I've put up 3 or 4 videos. In the future, I'm most likely going to stick with 1 video a week, maybe 2 if it's a slow week or I got time off of work or whatever. But you know, this is Sunday night, so this is my last night off before I got to go back to work. And so put the bike away and get back to regular life for a week. I just realized I'm yelling at you guys. It's a weird sensation when you're going 60 miles an hour and you feel like you gotta yell because nobody else is gonna be able to hear you, but the camera picks it up just fine. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, Twitter. No, not Twitter. I don't do Twitter. Y'all don't look for me on Twitter because I don't do that. I do Instagram, and maybe I'll put up a Facebook page. I don't know. But follow me on Instagram, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time. Let's do a 60-mile-an-hour pull here. Third.